replacing your CPU cooler with a tungsten arc welding torch. Only
Yes.
32 runners from 4 nations participated in the race. A few were experienced runners, having won or placed in past marathons, but the majority were misfits. Of these misfits, we have 2 South African Suwana tribesmen
All right.
visiting St. Louis for a
Just
certain World's Fair exhibit, who ran the race barefoot. 10
oh.
Greeks who had never run a marathon a day in their lives, and Cuban national Felix Carbajal, a former mailman who demonstrated his running skills throughout Cuba to raise money. He was even reported to have ran the entire span of the island. Once
That's
he
pretty
raced
cool.
enough, he bought passage to the U.S. and arrived in New Orleans. What's this quaint little contest?
Oh no, please don't tell me he gambled all his money away.
Dice. 1 in. Oh, well, I suppose I could spare $1 or 2.
Dame los dados.
Upon arrival, Felix lost all of his money on a game of dice, forcing him to hitchhike and walk his remaining journey to St. Louis.
Could you imagine that? Having to walk and hitchhike to another city to then run a long-ass distance.
Felix approached the starting line in a long-sleeve shirt, long dark pants, street shoes, and, naturally, a beret.
I mean, you gotta have the beret. The beret is tactical. The beret will help you cut the wind and keep your head covered from that blazing heat.
Hey, when you're 5 feet tall and amongst marathoners and all their short shorts, thigh glistening glory, you have to stand out somehow. A fellow Olympian felt that and offered him scissors to cut his pants, making him some improvised shorts that bring a smile to any redneck's face. The starting pistol was fired, and the runners embarked on a course that one official called, quote, the most difficult a human being was ever asked to run over. The track consisted entirely of dirt roads and fragile stone, providing difficult footing, with 7 hills ranging from 100 to 300 foot verticals and long ascents. Running on public roads also made the race somewhat of a game of Frogger, with runners having to dodge trains, wagons, streetcars, and dog walkers. Not even the air was safe, with cars driving alongside the runners, kicking up dust for them to inhale.
Dude, if you guys ever ran to like a dust cloud, that shit sucks. Because first off, it tastes bad. Second, it just sticks to your mouth. And third, it just gets everywhere, and the only way you can have that shit stop going in is either you run out of it or you cover your mouth and make it harder to breathe.
Uphill running, dusty mouth, scorching heat.
I
could really go for some water.
What? Water? What are you, a pussy?
Meet James Sullivan, chief organizer of the Olympic Games. One day, James pondered a question we all have from time to time.
Oh no.
What would happen if I forcibly dehydrated someone? To study the effects of dehydration, James decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, planning a marathon with only a single water station on the course.
That is stupid on so many levels.
A dirty well, 11 miles in. That gave you dysentery.
Well, shit.
At the start of the race, Fred Lorse took the lead, with Thomas Hicks passing him shortly after. One of the barefoot South Africans was chased a mile off course by wild dogs. John Lorden began vomiting profusely and gave up. William Garcia was found collapsing on the brink of death after coughing up blood in the middle of the track, hemorrhaging into the left stomach lining and dust-lined esophagus. Interesting. Meanwhile, Felix was actually making good time, despite pausing to talk to every spectator along the track. During the race, Felix casually remembered he hadn't eaten in the past 40 hours. He then saw people in a car with some peaches and asked for one, to which they said no. Nay, the fuck! Later on in the race, he stumbled upon an orchard and ate some apples, which then turned out to be rotten. He then started cramping and vomiting, so he decided to lay down and take a nap. Despite all odds and setbacks, Felix would actually go on to finish 4th.
Could you imagine that? Oh yes, I'm going to talk to people that are just watching the race, steal some peaches, eat a rotten apple, get sick, take a nap, wake up better, and then go, I'll finish it, and 4th place? Not bad. What the fuck?
10 miles in, Fred Lorse called it quits after cramping up, hitching a ride to the finish line and waving at bystanders and runners as he passed. Thomas Hicks started to show signs of extreme exhaustion 10 miles in, and begged his coach for water. But his coach, believing the only people who ever needed water were Aquaman and pussies, settled for sponging his mouth out with some warm distilled water. Hicks really started to break down 7 miles from the finish, which is where Dr. Charles Lucas sprung into action.
Don't give him alcohol.
A mixture of strychnine and egg whites. Some call it a performance enhancer, some call it rat poison. I say it's 1904, so what's the difference? Keep in mind, early 20th century doctors were little more than licensed murderers. The car Fred Lorse was broke down 19 miles in. Having recovered from his cramps, he decided to pull a sneaky and rejoin the race, passing Dr. Hicks and later the finish line in first place. Those at the stadium didn't know about Fred's
Ooh,
disqualification,
no, no,
so
no,
they
no,
hailed him
no.
as the winner, and Fred played along. It even
No,
went so
no,
far
no,
that
no,
Teddy
no.
Roosevelt's daughter, Alice Roosevelt, took a picture with him and placed a wreath over his head. She was lowering the gold medal over his neck when a
No, no,
spectator
no.
stepped in. Hey, yeah, that guy was disqualified.
Ooh. Kick his ass! Beat the shit out of him! Okay, whoa,
So I
whoa,
made that part up. I
whoa,
would imagine it.
whoa,
Sue me. The
whoa.
cheers turned to booze as Fred tried to play it off as a joke, claiming that he never intended to go through with it.
Bullshit. If he was able to get away with it, he would have gotten away with it.
Meanwhile, Hicks, who had lost motivation when Fred passed him, painfully picked up his pace after hearing of his disqualification. However, recently poisoned Hicks started to turn gray and limp, so they dosed him again with strychnine and egg whites. So you know how when you're watching the Olympics and think to yourself, these sports have a serious lack of alcoholism? Well, Hicks' team thought so too, so they washed the lethal drug down with some brandy. Why drink water when you can have ethanol?
That is fucking cursed image right there.
Hicks started running mechanically, like a well-oiled machine. His face sunk, his eyes were dim, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. 20 miles in, Hicks started hallucinating, firmly believing he had another 20 miles to go.
Oh,
He
jeez.
begged his team for something to eat, but they just gave him more brandy instead.
Don't replace food and water with brandy. It can only work for the first 20 minutes, not the full hour.
Poisoned and shit-faced, just like my 2 a.m. Taco Bell runs,
I was going to just say 3 a.m. Burger King runs.
Thomas Hicks swinged and shuffled his way over the final stretch, with his trainers carrying him across the finish line, where he received the gold medal.
I don't think that would have been a lot. I think that might have been disqualification based off of that.
Only 14 of the original 32 runners finished the race, the worst finish ratio in Olympic history.
Jesus.
Gold medal marathon times throughout history. And here's Hicks's time, a full 29 minutes and 8 seconds slower than the second longest winning time in history, and almost 45 minutes longer than the slowest finisher in the 2016 Olympic marathon. It took 1 hour and 4 doctors for Hicks to feel well enough to just even leave the stadium.
Could you imagine running an entire marathon, being poisoned by your coach, then spiked with alcohol, and then having 4 doctors to try and help you just to leave?
Having lost 8 pounds over the course of the race.
8 fucking pounds?
So if Sullivan's experiment taught us anything, it's one hell of a weight loss program.
Actually, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea.
So, in conclusion, while the 1904 Olympic Marathon featured the first 2 black Olympic athletes and a improved amount of alcohol, it also resulted in multiple near fatalities and resembled less of an expertly organized event and more of an Ed, Edd and Eddy scheme. 2 out of 10 stars.
So yeah, again, if you guys ever want to see more of those videos, this is the dude that makes them. Good channel, good guy, funny things. Alrighty, but with that though, honestly, I don't really know what else much to do for right now. I'm thinking that I got enough. I was able to show off the model more than enough. I'm very happy with, again, how it's working, how it's able to perform with other games and everything else like that, because this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I imagine this is going to be a good old time, being able to finally show this off. Show off all this fun stuff. It's just, I just can't wait. I just can't wait until this is all good, all done. Or not all done, all good. I'm meaning for like, I can't wait for me to be able to add in more things. Like getting all the angry redeems back up and running. Maybe getting some new ones, being able to have like the blush pop off whenever you guys do some being able to just have more fun with it. Again, maybe make it so that the I have to do this. Oh. Have the shirtless off become a redeem. With the less arms? Nope. Okay. I got to figure out how to make it so that both of those can work at the same time. But yeah, no. Honest, I am just ecstatic. I can't wait until I figure out how to make all the things that I want to have work. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Also, later today, I will probably be posting the schedule. I might also do a second stream, just playing some games with some goobers tonight. Again, no idea, kind of winging it at this point. Just really just saying, fuck it, let's go. Let's try some things and all that good stuff. But yeah, again, I'm just happy to be able to show this off. Happy that this all worked well. And I can't wait to just have more fun with this model. It's so good. It's so good. I do also have to say thank you so much to my lovely, lovely model mom. I want to make sure that I give her the correct shout outs, the correct credits as is due. Lilac Wrath, the gamer that she is, the absolute mad lad, the insane person willing to deal with all of my nonsense. Ooh, there we go. Just this awesome cyberpunk polar bear. He is just an absolute pleasure to work with, pleasure to be able to just say that she was the one that helped me get this model up and running, looking as good as it does. Thank you so much for all the effort and all the time you put in. And again, I would also like to say this. Thank you so much to everyone that stopped by, everyone that's been supporting me over this past, oh my god, I think I've been streaming for like 4 years as a VTuber now. Thank you again for letting me basically keep on being just an entire level of goober. But with that, I think now is where we go and raid into a goober and let them have fun. Alrighty, let's see here. Whomsidiv do we raid into, Iv? Who shall be the goober we hunt down? You know what? We're going to raid into another awesome streamer. Another fellow robot. Are they away from the screen? They're not available right now. Son of a bitch. Okay. Good. This is why we have options. This is why we have options. This is why we have options. All right, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. And believe it or not, I think this is fine. So, backup plan. Backup plan, we're going to raid into a lovely Banshee. The one, the only, the Banshee Boo. Gamer is doing some Luigi's Mansion. Just having fun, having a good old time. And yeah. Again, so plan is for more or less for tomorrow. We'll be posting the schedule, just more or less playing games, having fun, being able to have arms to play those games with. Thank you again for everyone that came out. I am so thankful to be able to finally say, look at my new model, look at these hands, look at the hands. I'm finally complete, baby. The hands are real. And I can't wait to continue growing, continue making more and more fun things with this. Alrighty, again, have a good day, have a good night, and I will see you next time back here. Alrighty, bye-bye, 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 bye, bye-bye.